Hi, friends.
Hey team, how we doing?
If you're here, say hi.
First of all, listen.
Oh, I was like, what? What are you gonna say?
And then pan up to the trees in the
let me turn
sky.
it. Here we go.
And then pan left. All the way around behind.
Let me turn it around.
Okay. All right, so a quick recap of our day.
All right, if you're here, say hi. We want to say hi.
Yeah, so without a doubt.
Actually, I'm gonna put Jim on. I'm actually gonna turn it around and just focus on Jim and maybe see if I can get it to light it up. Oh, look what I did. I don't know what I did, but I did it. Okay, woohoo.
So today on a factor of 10.
Yeah, sit up a little. I can't.
Yeah. Has been an incredibly stressful day, but rewarding. So, Ruby.
Can you hear us? Okay. If just let us know if you can't hear us.
Ruby is what we named the coach, and
Miss Ruby.
Miss Ruby. Miss Ruby did great, and she's a pleasure to drive. Oh my gosh. But it's super stressful. It's a learning curve because, when semis are passing you, you're passing semis. You got 3 feet between you.
Let me do this. Sorry, guys. Oh! You are lit up. Look at
So
you.
you got like 3 feet between you. Within the first 15 miles of being on the interstate, we went down to one lane, concrete barriers on one side.
I don't know if they can hear you. Okay.
Steel barriers on the other side. And all I could think about was,
can you guys hear us okay? Hi, Thomas. Hi, Trish.
Don't wreck the coach. Don't throw a tear through the windshield by running off the road. But it was fine. So we stopped, got fuel at a truck stop, and then just breezed on in to Illinois. Tara's happy because she did number 1 and number 2
Shush.
in the coach going down the road, 70 miles an hour, right? I asked her, I said, have you ever peed going 70 before? So that was a first, right? We stopped and we saw my mother. It was a very short visit, but we had lunch with her. Wish it would have been longer. I was a mess just because I'm nervous about the coach and I'm afraid right now because I'm not that confident in my knowledge on it that I'm gonna drain the batteries because I left something on or I didn't do right, and then we're gonna be stuck or we're gonna need a tow and all this. So I'm just, right now, my stress level is off the charts, but when we're driving on the open road, it's just awesome, right? And then, so tonight, so we're staying at a Boondockers Welcome site. Boondocking is when you camp, not a campground, and you either use what you carry in your coach, your batteries, your water, whatever, or there's some people that they have RVs and they have electrical service and water and sewage, and when their RVs are in storage or they're not using them, they allow you to stay at their place and use their hookups for free. Hookups are the electricity and the water and that. So we're staying at Pam's Paradise.
Pam's Piece of Heaven.
Pam's Piece of Heaven, like I said. and DeKalb? Dunlap, same thing. Illinois. And so the first thing is, it's out in a very rural area. And the directions we had was go north. And anytime you hear that, you're like, okay, Lewis and Clark, where's the Starbucks and do I turn left or right at it? But so we went north and we passed this road, and then we were slowed down like 10 miles an hour counting these mailboxes in this rural area. I got a line of cars, and all of a sudden it was like, there it is. And by that time, it's too late. So I went up to the next entrance and I pulled in because it was like an open
Hi, Scott.
It was an open field, and so we were going to turn around. So I'm going up. It was this gravel road, and it was some guy's property. And he comes out on his riding lawnmower, like charging at us, like, what the hell are you doing on my property? And I'm like, hey, I missed my turn off. Do you mind if I use your acreage here to turn around? He was super nice, right? So we back up, and then literally like 100 yards, and then we pull in. Pro tip, if you ever boondock, when you pull in, wait for the host to come out and say, this is how we want you to park and what we want you to do. I won't go into all the details, but it was a shit show, right? No one got hurt, nothing got damaged, right? But it was bad. And our hosts are they're probably in their 70s,
60s.
They have an RV themselves, and they are the nicest people. And so we finally get the coach where we want it, and Pam's husband comes out, and he's a wizard. He's just like, he's the most knowledgeable guy about everything. He's helping me set up everything. We get the power, I get it hooked up in the coach. And again, I'm a mess right now. And so I go with the coach and I start turning stuff on.
If anyone is leaving comments, I can't see them, so I'm sorry if I'm not responding.
I start turning stuff on in the coach and nothing's coming on. And I'm like, shit, I broke the coach. I'm doing something wrong. So I immediately, right, what do? You call your salesperson, right? So I call Mike and I leave him a message, and I go back outside, and Gary the wizard goes, what's wrong? And I said, well, nothing inside's working. There's something that's not right. And he goes, well, you haven't plugged it into power yet. So we did that. And then there are a couple of other things like that, because I was nervous and all this. And finally I went up to him. They're going to Florida next week.
No, north. They're going north.
And I said, hey, Gary, I need you to come to San Diego with us and just help us hook up every night. Right?
If you're here, say hi. I'm not seeing any comments.
Yeah. But he was super nice. He was like, you know what? This is your first time. You're learning. We've all been there, right? I'm here to help. And so the good thing is, power's hooked up, lights are on, air conditioning's on. We have water hooked up. We flush out the lines a little bit more. We're going to continue to do that tomorrow. I have a cocktail.
Wait.
And
cheers.
I actually told Gary, I said, you know.
Hi, Sue. Yeah, I see a comment.
I told Gary, I said, you know, I could be smarter than what you've seen tonight out of me. And he was just like, hey, it's your first time. Don't worry about it. But this is why we're doing this, because right now we're on a beautiful piece of property. We're staying free tonight. I haven't heard crickets in the, what are the cicadas, whatever they're called. Cicadas, right? Locusts.
Hi, Joanna.
I haven't heard them since we've been in San Diego.
Right.
So this is the first time in 6 years I'm hearing cicada. Is that what, yeah, cicadas.
Cicada. Yeah,
and,
I think.
and
I don't know. How's it say?
So that's about it for us today. Like I said, it's been a rewarding. It's been every emotion you can imagine. The only reason I haven't cried is because we have our Boondock Welcome host, and I want Tara to think I'm a strong man. But other than that,
wait, I need to turn around and say something.
It's been a fun day.
Okay, so just real quick, I wonder, is that on? No, there we go. I'm going to turn it back around to Jim in a minute. But so leaving this morning, the first 15 minutes, with my first time sitting in the co-pilot's chair, being that close to the windshield, being that close to the line and the poles and the cars and everything else, within the first 15 minutes, and we were stopping at Walmart because we needed to get a few things that we had forgotten, and it was only like 15-minute drive. But when we got to Walmart, I was shaking so bad, I swear to you, I was ready to go get a shot. I mean, and I'm talking about Jack Daniels. So I didn't do it. I calmed down. Everything was okay. But the 15 minutes this morning was literally like insane, and I was so scared. But it's good. I'm going to turn it back around. Here we go. There you go.
Yeah. So what
Jim probably wanted a shot of Jack Daniels too.
No, actually, so here's what we learned today, right? To kind of sum it
Hi,
all
Joy.
up.
Hi, Julie.
To kind of sum it all up, what we learned today was And we haven't been. Don't be in a hurry. We have not, despite everything, good, bad, or otherwise, we're not rushing. We're being safe and we're not pushing ourselves. Number two, we've always had a sense of humor, right? And we've been researching stuff for 2 years now, and we've read a million things that stuff's going to happen, things are going to break. Be ready for the unexpected. You just have to have a good attitude and accept it and roll with it. And that's true, right? And so these little things, it's all part of learning. So actually, tomorrow is going to be a great day because we learned so much today, because it's been our first day in the coach. So with that, thanks for
Hi, Jeanette.
Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we're heading out in the morning, probably around 7, and our goal is Lincoln, Nebraska, which is about 650 miles away. It's about 6.5 hours. So for us, the other thing I've learned traveling in the coach, it's about 1.5 times
Hey, girl.
the time that it says. So it'll probably be about an 8.5 hour day, and the coach will pull into Lincoln, get set up at a RV park there, spend the night. Setup tomorrow is going to go so much better because Gary walked us through a bunch of stuff.
Hi, Bonnie.
And has helped us up. So it's been a really great learning experience. And you know what? If you're not learning, then what are you doing, right? So whether it's about a coach, whether it's about a hobby or whatever, if you're not learning, then you're not moving forward. So with that,
Wait. Let's see there's people watching. So let's go through it. So,
any questions from anyone?
no, Thomas is on, Trish is on, Scott's on, Joanna is on, Sue Hicks is on, our daughter-in-law, our lovely daughter-in-law, Julie is on, Joy is on,
Nice.
Jeanette is on, and Jeanette says, so cool what you guys are doing, and Bonnie is watching.
Yeah, that's exactly what we didn't think when we were going through setting everything up, or when the sewage spilled out of the coach on the ground last night, or a million other things. But you know what? We can laugh about it, and we have a great attitude.
Melissa's watching.
And it's been a lot of fun, and we can't wait to just continue to get better. And then the ultimate goal is
Talk about that.
I want to be like Gary.
Not a wizard.
I want to be a wizard, so that when young Padawans come in to the RV camp, I can go up to them and whisper in their ear and say, you need to plug in the other end of the cable to get electricity. And
or the water. Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're gonna sign
All
off.
right. Wait. So talk about your goal of what you want to do, what the plan is.
Yeah. So the final thing, and then I'm tired.
Yeah. It's
So the final thing, what we're gonna maybe not this trip, but what we eventually want to do is I have a passion for people's stories. Throughout my time in the Navy, whenever I had a sailor come to my command, every sailor I interviewed, or whenever I took over a ship, I interviewed individually every sailor in the crew. So 300 sailors I sat down with and spent 15 minutes with. And I always, I'd ask them, tell me about, what led to you to join the Navy? And then that, people have immigrated to the U.S., didn't speak English as an adult, and then, 5 years later, they're in their Navy, a top sailor. People throughout the Navy that I've known, they're raising their brothers and sisters because of whatever family situation they may have at home. There's just all these great stories about people. And so my address